Hey there, Jake Dempsey here, CEO and co-founder of Project Broadcast. In this video, we're going to talk about keywords. Keywords are a way for you to automate interactions in Project Broadcast. Before we get started, remember you can always visit training.projectbroadcast.com for additional training modules. And if you have questions about getting your account set up or questions about any of the features in Project Broadcast, feel free to email us at support@projectbroadcast.com. Let's hop into Project Broadcast and take a look at how keywords can help you automate the different interactions you have in Project Broadcast. To start, you'll go over to Project Broadcast, and in Project Broadcast, you can navigate in the left-hand navigation menu under the automation section and find keywords. Now, keywords are a way for you to have a word or phrase texted to you by someone, and then that can create automation in your business. I'm going to start out by just creating a simple VIP keyword. Let's pretend you want to create a VIP club for your business. I'm going to click the plus and name the keyword VIP. This will be what I want people to text me in order for this keyword to be activated. Once we create the keyword, there's a number of features that we can leverage in Project Broadcast to create that automation. There's another video where we'll go over all the different campaign types, but what I want you to know about keywords is that a keyword can add someone to a campaign. That's the join campaign section. It can also remove people from campaigns if you want them to be removed from a campaign. A common strategy for joining and leaving campaigns on a keyword may be it's possible that you've got some type of prospecting keyword that someone can maybe text you from a post or something you've done on social media where they want to join and learn more about your product or your company. And that may add them to a prospecting campaign, or it may be a keyword where they're getting further in the funnel and you want to remove them from a campaign such as a prospecting campaign. So think of keywords as I can add people to a campaign or I can remove people from campaign. That's one feature. Spaces we'll go over in another video, but spaces are just a way for you to have project broadcast to project broadcast group conversation, and you can add people to spaces as a result of the keyword. Every keyword also comes with its own QR code. You can download this QR code as a ping, which is just an image, or an SVG, which is another type of image. And what's great about that is you can put the QR code somewhere on the internet or on maybe even in a placard on a table at your place of business. And when people scan that QR code, it will automatically open their texting application on their phone. It will put your Project Broadcast phone number in the to field, and it will put the keyword, in this case, VIP, in the text area of their texting application. And all they have to do is click send. So QR codes automatically are built with every keyword, and then you can use those QR codes in your business. Of course, you can tell people too, just to text you the word VIP to your Project Broadcast number as well. The reply message is where if someone texts me VIP, I can automatically respond with a message. So I'm going to use that example for our demo today. In my reply message, I'm going to say something simply, thanks so much for joining my VIP club. Anytime I've got something awesome to share, you'll be the first to know. And of course, again, you can use 1,024 characters, emojis, include an image, or you can use a template that you've already built. We've already talked about you could use dynamic fields, but just to keep this simple, I'm just going to say thanks so much for joining my VIP club. Now, also, I look at Ava. I want to make sure my message strength is in the green. I see there's a green check mark, so Ava has not detected anything in particular that it considers spam. Now, I'll just add here, if I'm using this as a pure prospecting keyword, right? Some keywords you're using on social media purely to get people to, text you that have never had a conversation with you. So if that's the case, if this is that type of keyword, you always want to make sure to say who you are. So I'll probably add to this and say, hey there. Well, let me make this better. Hey there, it's Jake with Project Broadcast. And I'd say, thanks so much for joining my VIP club. And then I'm going to go ahead and also include my opt-out dynamic field. Because again, if this is purely for prospecting, I always want to make sure I say who I am, I give some information, I provide an opt-out. There's another video that goes over opt-out where if you want to change the language of what gets inserted for the opt-out, you can do that in your settings. I'm just going to use the default information here. I'll save this. So what's going to happen is when someone texts me the word VIP, the system will automatically reply with this message. Right now, that reply will go out immediately. Here's just a quick tip that I like to share with people. When I look at a reply message on a keyword, I look at how long I'm writing, how long the message is, and I'll edit the reply delay because the reply delay tells the system, I want you to wait this long before you send the reply message. So since this is a fairly short message, I would probably set the reply delay here to just 1. So if someone texts me the word VIP, it will wait 1 minute and then it will send this message. Now I want you to see this actually in, working. So just for our demo purposes, I'm going to change this back to 0. But if I were doing this in a real production environment and really putting this into play in my business, I would probably set this to 1 minute delay based on how long this message is. So let me go back and just set this to 0 for the demo. The other features you have are whether or not the keyword is enabled or not. It's not uncommon for you to want to create a keyword that's maybe seasonal in your business. An example of that may be Black Friday. You may create a keyword for Black Friday, but you don't want the Black Friday keyword enabled the entire year. You maybe only want it enabled, at some point leading up to Black Friday. So if you don't want the keyword to trigger when someone texts you the word VIP, you can just turn off the enabled checkbox. And if someone texts you the word VIP, and the keyword is not enabled, none of the automation will run for the keyword. So I do want it enabled. The other feature I'll explain is the auto tag. Auto tag is a fantastic feature on keywords. Let's say you want to build this VIP club. Well, if someone texts me the word VIP, I would love for that contact to automatically be in a group of people called VIP. That would be great because if later I want to schedule a broadcast to all of my VIP club members, I just want to be able to access all of the people that are in the group that have texted me VIP. So that's what auto tag does. And I'll show that in just a moment. The other option you have is to mark a keyword as do not message. It's rare that you want to turn that on. It's basically if someone were to text you your keyword, you can automatically have the system mark that contact as do not message. Now, keep in mind, we've already gone over in previous videos, we already have built-in keywords for things like stop, unsubscribe, quit all. There's a number of kind of baked-in keywords in the texting ecosystem that will automatically mark the contact as do not message. But sometimes you may want to create your own keyword that marks people as do not message outside of the standard stop, quit, stop all type keywords. So we've got our keyword. Right now, the keyword is just going to reply and it's going to tag the person as VIP. So we've got all this saved. I'm going to go back over to my chat and we can see this actually in working. I'm going to text the word VIP to that phone number and we'll see it basically kick off its automation. So I texted the word VIP. You'll notice that when the VIP message comes in, I sent it in all caps. It's important to know that keywords are not case sensitive. So if someone were to send me all caps VIP, all lowercase VIP, capital V, lowercase I, capital P, it would still trigger the keyword. Now you'll notice in the chat, it shows me that a keyword was triggered. And then you can see the response for the keyword was already sent by Project Broadcast. It inserted my opt-out language. And because I had auto tag enabled, I should be able to go to my tags area, see a tag called VIP, and see that this contact has already been added to that tag. So I'm going to hop over to my tags, which is under audience. I'm going to refresh, and we can see that there's my VIP tag. It's already added my contact to it. So imagine you have a keyword. Again, we're using this VIP example, and 100 people text you the word VIP. All 100 people would get that reply message, and all 100 people would automatically be tagged in this VIP tag. Now, where that becomes useful, again, later, let's say you've got some promotion or something that you need to send out to all your VIPs. You can go to the schedule, start building a message, and I'll just show you how you would leverage that tag. I'm not going to write the message. I'll just show you in the add contacts kind of workflow. When I go to the send area and do add contacts, I can use my tag filter. I can select VIP, and that's going to give me all of the people that are in my VIP list. And for this particular example, again, if there were 100 people that texted me the word VIP over the course of weeks or months or whatever, and I wanted to send a message, I would just add all. It's going to confirm that I want to add all, and that's going to add all of the contacts that are in the tag VIP to this message. The other useful thing about keywords is that there are a number of places in Project Broadcast where you can cause a keyword to be triggered. Now, I'll have separate videos on campaigns and separate videos on configurable forms, but I'll show you just a simple example. Ignore how I'm creating this campaign because you can watch our campaign video in order to create a campaign. But what I want you to see is that on a message, so let's call this message 1. And I'm just going to fill this out. Again, don't worry about what I'm doing here if you've not yet watched. But notice I've got this apply keyword to contact after a message is sent. I can actually trigger a keyword in a campaign on a message. So let me give you an example of that. You may create some type of customer onboarding campaign where new customers get added to this onboarding campaign. And then at the very end of that onboarding campaign, you want it to trigger a keyword that adds them to your marketing list. That way, you know you're not marketing to people that have not yet gone through your onboarding campaign. So you can have a keyword that gets triggered at any point in a campaign that does some additional automation, or maybe it's just an internal keyword that you're using to automatically tag people after they get to a certain point in a campaign. The other useful place is on configurable forms. When you create a configurable form, you can have a keyword triggered when the form is done. A good example of that is, let's pretend you want to do some type of raffle. You may create a keyword called raffle. People can text you the word raffle that sends them a configurable form to enter the raffle. And when they fill out the form, you may want a keyword called raffle done to trigger that sends them, a thank you message for filling out the form. So now I've got two lists of people, right? I've got a list of people that texted me the word raffle, and then I have a list of people that actually filled out the form that are going to be tagged automatically raffle done. So if I were to do a raffle and then use the contest feature of Project Broadcast, I would probably only add the contacts that have completed the form that triggered the raffle done keyword that are tagged as raffle done. So there's a number of places in Project Broadcast where you'll see an apply keyword feature that you can use kind of additional automation with keywords, even if the person didn't explicitly text you that particular keyword. Now, another common thing I just want to show you is that it's not uncommon in texting for the keyword to not match exactly. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a VIP keyword and you put it on social media and you tell people to text you the word VIP. And then, in their message, they don't send you specifically the word VIP. They send you something like this, VIP and a bunch of exclamation marks. Well, because that doesn't match exactly the keyword, it is not going to trigger the keyword. A simple solution to that is in the chat thread. You can always click the 3 dots at the top, click apply keyword, and then find the keyword that you want to apply. Again, we only have one right now, but I want to apply my VIP keyword to this conversation, and I can apply that keyword as if the person texted me that specific keyword. And you'll notice it'll put the keyword in the chat thread. And instead of it just saying the word keyword here, it says you. And what that means is, hey, this keyword was triggered and it was triggered by you. Let's say you have a keyword on a campaign message. You would see the keyword in the chat here, again, simulating that the person sent in the keyword, and it will have the word here, campaign. So you'll find keywords kind of throughout Project Broadcast in different areas where you can trigger them to create really unique situations that are specific to your business on automating how people get added and removed to campaigns and how they get tagged.